There's another misconception that we see. It's the difference between a will and a living trust. Huge. Back in the day, it was like, just get a will. All you need is a will. Protect yourself, know what you want, get a will. Well, with the technology that comes up and the verification and all the things that come up, the government said a will still has to go to probate. We're still going to decide. Well, that's how they take it. And I would say the best way I could describe a will is I love you and I give you everything, right? Because there's no details on who to give. It's just a one-page document. It's simple. Most attorneys charge like $150 to $200 to be able to draw them up. But it says, I give you anything that I own. However, you still have to go to probate. A living trust does not. It prevents probate. So that means it'll save your heirs and your beneficiaries headaches, give you peace of mind, and it prevents probate.
So you were saying before, the probate actually takes a fee?
Yeah, well, the attorney takes a fee, the courts take a fee, and then it takes, because they have to publish it. Now, in most states, they publish all your assets and says, hey, does Oscar Vasquez owe you money? If he owes you money, come forward. The court's going to pay you, right? And then they distribute all your money. They say, okay, all these things are his. And they say, oh, this is so much money. You know what? If it's over X amount, we're going to auction it off for you. We're going to put it into receivership. We're going to auction it off for you. We're going to handle the money. We're going to pay everything that he owed off and then be able to do that in the receivership because it becomes public. So that means everybody knows your business. If you have a will, if you have a trust, it's private. Nobody knows what you owe. It becomes very private, and you get peace of mind because they get assets. Now, one more thing that we didn't talk about on the probate cases in California. There's a case that they take on average from 8 to 18 months to be able to settle the estate. Imagine that. Wow. 18 months.
So you can't use any money. You're saying
everything is frozen.
Everything's locked up.
Everything's locked up. So then now you're begging, you're borrowing, you're trying to survive to live to see the money, right? How do I do that? We had a case because we do live workshops in the Los Angeles area. We always ask people who has a probate horror story or a probate story. And we had somebody last week that said that their family went through 8 years to settle the estate. 8 years. She said, you know what? We kept having cousins come up. We kept having people come up and say, hey, I was a relative. I borrowed money from them. I was there. There was money that's owed. And then they had a fight each one off so they didn't get their inheritance.